Hello everyone. Today I'd like to tell 10 thoughts on topic. Number 1. First, a careless man started a 530 killer forest fire not far from the town of Watts River, New York. The fire was 75% under control on the Wednesday. According to firefighters, it has cost close to $1 million so far to fly the fire. The next, the speaker for the fire department said the cause was a smoker who threw his cigarette out his car window. The fire started in the state park and destroyed campgrounds and recreational areas there. After that, park visitors, including a group of Boy Scouts, took shelter in town. The fire also three tender houses just outside of Wild River. Finally, 500 people had to flee their homes at the height of the fire Monday night. Fortunately, firefighters were able to save that area. Authorities said the fire should be completely put out by today. Number 2, the speaker said the speaker suggested changing their name, but they were keeping a promise. Villa hospitals had been providing low income and indigent people with their highest quality medical care. Next, the speaker said it was time to create a separate identity so people will recognize what we do. And that was why we were changing the name of our facility to the Albert Schweitzer Hospital. Inspired by the work of the great Dr. Schweitzer, we had created our commitment to excellence and quality, offering more service and setting the new standards for medical treatment. Finally, the Albert Schweitzer Hospital, another name for positive results. Number 3, the speaker said Frushi House was a Japanese restaurant full of wonderful aromas and tastes. The restaurant specialized in seafood, and its grilled sushi is the best you can find anywhere. Next, the speaker said it also offered delicious tempura, several tasty chicken dishes, and a wonderful sweet and sour pork. After that, the restaurant serves a variety of vegetarian dishes too, and other dishes were moderately priced. Sushi House was often open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week. It opened early for breakfast on Saturdays and Sundays only. Finally, speaker said a delicious and responsibly priced business lunch special was available Monday through Friday. If the good like traditional Japanese cooking with a modern flair, visit Sushi's house. Number 4, the speaker said he would like to thank all of they would come into this meeting. Once again, it was time for this, for this, for this to accept the Employee of the Year. Then his assistants were passing out policy slips, and he suggested that using one to write down the name of their choice for Employee of the Year, and considering someone who they feel has given 1,010% of him or herself during this past year. Next, his choice should be someone who was not only a very hard worker but is also someone who was kind, friendly, and helpful. After that, in case they were forgotten, let him remind that winner will receive $1,000 cash prize and a 1 week vacation for two in the Bahamas. Finally, the speaker was ready to take nominations from the floor. Number 6. The speaker said hello, and he introduced the novator. He would be the guide this morning as we are two other runs of the Machu Picchu. Then he hoped all of them were wearing comfortable shoes because we would be climbing up and dark gray hill and covering a lot of ground during this tour. Next, they would start or work on the main gate of the city where they would see the Temple of the Sun and finish at the main plaza, which you see in the distance behind delay. After that, the speaker asked that they all stay close together as we proceed, and please don't worry. He would give there plenty of time and ask the questions and to the pictures at our different stops. Finally, there were no questions right then. Let's begin. As suggested, following here. Number 7. The speaker said hello and introduced Guy Vision. The speaker said his phone number was 202-555-3434, and he said he was returning a call from the Mr. Marsh Amberson or Anderson. He couldn't guess his name when he left his message. Next, he wanted to verify his home address. His address was 3647 Delaware Lane. That was 3647 Delaware Lane. After that, the speaker said, be sure to put land because there is also Delaware Road and the Delaware Circle. Finally, the speaker wanted to know if Mr. Amberson or Anderson had any first questions. He might call there after 3 this afternoon. Number 8. The speaker introduced the local news. Residents of Marlborough County were still without power. The heavy rains and strong winds that swept through the county last night tore down the power lines and left 100 50,000 residents without electricity. Next, the speaker said, work crews had been working all night to restore power, but the winds, which remained strong, was making their work difficult. After that, the power company expects that the western part of the country will be able to turn on their lights this evening. Finally, the rest of the country would be likely to have electricity by the following night. Number 9. The speaker said they were pleased to announce that the LaForce Fitness Center will open the 1st of the month, November 1. Their year-long renovation was complete, and the celebrate we were offering free orientation sessions for the Christian reasons of their committee. Next, the speaker suggested come in and see our 40,000 square foot complex, and suggested taking a swim in their Olympic-sized pool, play around of the world on our championship golf course. After that, the speaker said, climb on their 60-foot rock wall for a limited time. They were offering 2-for-1 membership. Finally, the speakers suggested bringing a friend to their orientation sessions, and wanted to know if one of their signs enough. The other would receive a glove membership free. Finally, the speaker got attention to passengers for Prince Darrow, and he said the 10:30 train to Prince would begin boarding in 5 minutes, and he said reservations were required for this train. Next, he said all passengers for Prince Darrow please went to the tracks 15 then, and passengers with small children would be allowed to board first. And he next, he wants to know if they hadn't checked their luggage yet. Please do so immediately. After that, he said each passenger was allowed to test only one small bag on the train. All other items, including large suitcase, boxes, bags, prescription adjustments, and pads, must be checked in at the baggage office. Finally, the speaker thanked the passengers. Thank you for listening.